Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Guess who had to get glasses? Yeah, my old tail. I got where I can't see or to read, so I'm trying to figure out a way where I can keep something on my head all the time where I don't lose them or be looking for them, so I got glasses today. So we appreciate all y'all's comments again, likes and everything, the support. But today we're going to talk about my little hunting partner's first buck. So this buck was killed
November 7th,
November 7th,
1999.
Yeah. Wolf Creek Mammoth area. As a lot of y'all know, in Alabama, we don't have that mammoth area anymore. Boy, that hurts. But that was her first buck. We've killed several deer on that mammoth area. It was a real rugged, hilly, steep hills. You know, a lot of cut over, hardwoods, blocked up land, and a private land, you know, mixture around it. But we'd found a food plot early season that they were planting Austrian peas on, and them young deer would come out there early season. You could figure them out. Hardly anybody really bow hunted on that mammoth area. So we found fresh tracks and snuck in there, and we was trying to get her first deer, and I was still shooting pretty much any buck that I seen. And anyway, we found them fresh tracks in that field. That field hadn't been planted long, and I set her up on a green field. She was shooting a bear, one of the bear's ladies' bow. I can't remember what name of it was. Anyway, she was practicing up, and she was a good shot with the bow. She just couldn't pull a lot of poundage. So.
I thought it was a Jennings. My first bow.
It is. It's a Jennings.
Yeah, I was shooting Jennings.
Yeah, she was shooting Jennings. My fault. But yeah, Jennings, not a bear. But anyway, got her set up on this food plot for a daytime hunt because she wanted, and we was really trying to get her a deer. Her first deer, hadn't done it, and the food plot was just coming up pretty good. So I dropped her off, and I went and hunted the woods, say half a mile away, and didn't climb down till lunch, 11 o'clock. So anyway, I come sneaking over there to her about 11:30, 11:45, and got to her, and she was up in her tree, but she was grinning, and she come climbing on down pretty quick. She said, "I shot one." I said, "Where's the air at?" She said, "I done got it at the truck." She said, "I went and it got blood, but it's got guts on it." So anyway, so we went to the truck, and my brother and my dad was there hunting somewhere, but we hadn't got met back up with them yet. But we kind of waited a little bit, and it had already been probably 5 or 6 hours since she shot. But I'm gonna let her tell you the story of how she shot it, and she knew how many points that thing had and everything else. I don't know how she could see it without binoculars, but anyway, she told me it's a 3-point and named off everything. So you tell us the story.
Well, he come in, and I grunted, he stopped, and I shot.
Well, that ain't much of a story.
Well, that was 1999. This is 2023. My mind just don't remember that far back.
Well, how did he come up from behind you, beside you, or what? How close was he?
Is that 30 yards?
Nah.
You sure?
It wasn't no exaggerating. That story growing since 1999.
It might have been 20 yards.
It was 20 yards max, but but anyway.
That's been a long time ago.
So what time in the morning was that? Right after daylight? Daylight?
Around 9 o'clock.
About 9 o'clock. So
Yeah.
you heard him? It sounded like a squirrel, or you just knew it was a deer coming, or?
No, I heard him walking. I knew it was a deer. I just didn't know how big it was until he come on the green field. And then once he come out, I seen he had 3 points, and he's legal. And so, you know, and so I shot him.
Where'd you aim at?
I aimed behind the shoulder.
Where'd you hit him at?
I don't think I hit him right there.
It was behind the shoulder, but it was a little bit lower, so.
I was nervous. It was my first time I ever pulled on one, so
But
this is my first deer.
Yeah, her first deer she ever drawed on, pointed a gun at or anything. I mean, it's pretty amazing that she even hit it, because I didn't hit the first deer I shot at. But anyway, it was 5 or 6 hours, and me and her started tracking it. We tracked it all the way across the green field. It was bleeding good. And then it went to another green field that was across the road, crossed it, and went down a steep mountain. And we was over halfway down the mountain, and we seen something, and we could see a deer laying there. And it was still alive, but you could tell it was in pretty rough shape. So, and that's, like I say, it's been 5 or 6 hours later. So we just sat down and watched it for, I don't know, probably 30, 45 minutes, and we didn't really, you know, we hadn't shot a whole lot of deer, but, and was kind of like inexperienced. Anyway, we probably should have left it alone. Anyway, I said, you don't care, I'll just try to sneak up there, and we was within 50 yards of it. I tried to sneak up a little bit closer, and I'll shoot it with my bow and finish it off. And she said, okay. I got up and took one step, and it got up and took off running, wide open. Dang. So, anyway, so we said, well, we're going to leave it alone now, because I've already had some bad experiences about bumping them. I shouldn't bump that one, but a learning lesson. So we left, went back to the truck, eat lunch, messed around, and my brother and my dad come driving up. So what we did was, did I kill it there? So anyway,
I can't remember.
my dad, my brother stayed with us. My dad went back home to do something. I thought he might have killed a deer, but he had to go back home and do something. So anyway, we let my dad go back. And it's, you know, it's a 30, 40-minute drive from our house from Wolf Creek. So Dad left, my brother, and me and Kathy went down there, and we're gonna track him up. We waited about another hour or so, and went and got down there where he was laying at, and it was good blood, big pool of blood in the leaves. And we started tracking, and he only been about 2 or 3 drops where he took off running at, and that was it. Wasn't a dang lick of blood anywhere as far as we know. Back then, if nobody had dogs, and they wouldn't let you have dogs to track them with on the mare deer, so we just kind of spread out and started walking the direction he went. And Kathy was below me, and I think my brother was a little bit higher. Anyway, I started walking. I found like a trail, and we was walking, and probably walked 100 yards, and I seen something, found him laying stretched out. He was stretched out in a dead run, dead. So hollered for them, got up there and, you know, hugged, high five and all that. But it was, I mean, that was an amazing experience for me and her, you know, together, because she didn't grow up hunting. Her dad was a bird hunter. He liked quail hunting and dove hunting. And he went deer hunting with us once. He said he wasn't going back. So.
Yeah, he said he'd never go back hunting with them again. He's gonna stick to his birds and squirrels.
But this is the deer that she killed. I mean, it was amazing again that she hit it. So, but anyway, we got to the truck. She's happy and tickled death. Now she's killed 15 deer since '99, which is, you know, it's pretty good. 5 pigs, 1 big old bear. So she's killed some good.
Yeah, and here's my bear claw.
Yeah, she got a bear claw. So. But anyway, and she had a little story about the deer in the magazine, AON magazine, because that was, whenever they closed it, we wrote an article about it, because that was her first deer that she had killed. And we had, you know, my first good buck come off of Wolf Creek, and some other bucks, and my brother and my dad had killed deer, and plenty of my friends had killed deer there, and it was a great place to go to kill deer. You know, there were some big ones there, but it wasn't really managed for that. We wasn't really worried about it, but it was just a great place, and we sure hate that it's gone. But we got the memory of her killing her first buck, and you happy with it.
Oh yes, I was. You know, it's nice to shoot one with a big rack, but it's also nice just to harvest one for food for the family and friends.
Right. Especially with a bow.
I mean, with a bow, and me being a first time hunter and never shot anything, and so I was pretty pleased.
Yeah, she's only pulling 40 pounds, and she was shooting a Muzzy broadhead, and it shot straight through it, went to the ground. But she had shot, the shot looked almost perfect. It was just a little bit below center, but evidently it went through like part of one lung, liver, and out the back. And it bled good and killed it, but it just took a while. So it's just a lesson that, you know, if you're not sure, you smell the guts on that, which we waited 5-6 hours before we started, but it's still alive. So.
And I could have been shaking too. I get nervous.
You don't get nervous.
Yeah. These deer make me nervous, but I'm telling you, this bear here, I was calm as a cucumber. I didn't move. There's something about these deer, I get shaking.
Well, I'm the same way. A spotted fawn come walking out, I'm shaking. So bears don't really bother me either, but you know, deer, I mean, we work so hard to do what we do and accomplish what we've accomplished, and it's just so. To get to that point, it was just so nervous, and you're trying to do everything perfect, didn't want to mess up, and you get shaken and things happen. So, and the excitement of seeing a deer in the woods, you know, especially a big old buck, is just an amazing thing. But anyway, we're sharing the story of her first buck. Awesome little, my first deer I shot wasn't no buck, so first deer with a bow, shoot, I don't know, I probably missed 5 before I ever hit one. So. But anyway, she killed her first deer with a rifle later on that season, a spike,
Yeah,
Black Warrior.
Michael's rifle.
Yeah, my rifle, the
30-06.
30-06, and I think it was just a couple weeks later or something, but
Yeah, it
one
was.
of the earlier gun hunts. But anyway, she loves it and enjoys it now. So we go hunting, you know, a bunch together. Have made several trips together. So I'm proud that she likes it, and we're, you know, a hunting couple that we really
Yeah,
enjoy
if I
it.
remember right, Michael hadn't even got to his tree yet, and I shot.
Oh, that was on the rifle one.
Yeah. And then you
Yeah, I
finally
heard
come
the
back
shot.
up.
Yeah, I heard the shot when I was climbing up. So but yeah, it was
And
right after daylight.
I said, you want to go to the blood trail or you want to go to the deer? Huh? I said, I done tracked it. I done found it. I know exactly where it's at.
Yeah, she done tracked him up. So that was a big old buck in that area. When I climbed up, she shot. I knew it was her, and I was thinking she done shot the daggone monster. You know.
Instead, I shot a small one.
Yeah. I didn't know there was a deer that little on Black Warrior, 'cause that sucker didn't weigh 70 pounds.
Hey now, don't go
It
there.
was a little body.
It's a deer.
It was
It's
a good shot to hit the thing.
It's edible.
It was edible. I mean, it was great.
It
but
made good food.
Well, I was thinking, 'cause there was some big rubs in this place, but anyway, she made an awesome shot, and it was her second deer, and I didn't care. What makes her happy, and I'm fine with it. I don't put no pressure on anybody about what they shoot. I want them to be happy and enjoy the outdoors, because and at times you feel like it's getting too much pressure on people to accomplish certain things, and it's not all about that all the time, you know. So
It's about being out, having fun.
yeah, family
you know,
time,
family
friends.
time, friends,
Yeah.
the experience. If you get out there and just want to shoot something with big horns, you know, you're taken away from your hunting ability.
Yeah.
The way I look at it.
But she's got a couple good ones, and we're gonna talk about them on another episode. But anyway, so this is the first buck story. There he is. Nice big old 3-point. That's a nice 3-point, Mom.
Ain't he big?
Anyway, we appreciate y'all watching, and we'll see y'all next video.
Thank you.
See.
Okay.
All right, y'all. Thank y'all for watching the video, and if you got time, if you don't care, stop by Amazon, pick up one of our books. You know, we really appreciate it. We appreciate everything y'all done for us, and keep it up. Keep subscribing, liking, and sharing, and anything for you.
Go out and buy you a book. It's amazing. It's got all kind of good tips and stuff in it. It's a good book. I sat and read it one night.
She's read it. I have yet to read it, believe it or not. I've read through all the scripts many times. I have not read the book yet, but hey, I know it, you know, it's my heart kind of, it's my lifetime goal. But anyway, if you don't care, pick one up. But we really appreciate everything y'all have done, all the comments, the likes. So keep it up, and we'll see y'all on the next video.